Good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock and time for the St. John Daily Word. I'm Pastor Ronald, and I welcome you this afternoon. I have several announcements today. We're not going to do a devotional. I have Madison who's going to talk to you in our last announcement about something else that's coming up that's new, and we'll get to that in a few moments. I want to remind you that next Tuesday and Thursday, Silver Sneakers will return. They'll meet for those two times next week. Then they're going to meet the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. They will not meet on Thursday of Thanksgiving week. Obviously, they're not going to meet on Thanksgiving, but we may have to do extra sessions later on after all of the Thanksgiving stuff. Bible study is not meeting until December. We have a bunch of things that are going on. This past week, we had Treasure Trove preparations, and then next week, I have a funeral at 1 o'clock, and then the following week is Thanksgiving week, and I won't be available that week. Parkway Food Ministry, that ministry continues on, and if you have any non-perishable food, peanut butter, canned goods, cereal, please place it in the donation box. Recycling is temporarily closed and will reopen next Monday on the 18th. Don't drop anything off, and it's really hard to get to it right now. We've got barriers up because of Treasure Trove. Faith and Fellowship with Pastor Dorman will meet again next Tuesday at noon. That will meet. Grief Share is meeting right now at 1 o'clock here on Thursday. We are extending that an extra week or so because I have to accommodate the weeks we had to miss because of the hurricanes. Popsicle Ministry is on Thursdays. That will continue and is continuing, and we want to thank you for your support with that. We did have someone make a donation to help buy the popsicles, which we appreciated. Also want to let you know your pledge cards have been distributed. If you didn't get one, we have them on the information table, the welcome table in the narthex. You'll be able to pick that up and have it available, if you would, for Sunday, November 24th, where we will receive those and dedicate those. You can mail them in ahead of time, and that's fine as well. Treasure Trove sale is tomorrow, and on Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m. each morning. It will run on Friday till 2 p.m., and then on Saturday it will end at noon. We still have the slide with the donation times. That is all passed. They're not receiving any further donations. Now it is getting everything ready to sell. Things are being pulled out even as we speak. The fellowship breakfast next week. This is a great opportunity for you to come. The fellowship breakfast next week is free. The church is going to pick that up because we want all of our Treasure Trove volunteers to come to that. And anyone who wishes to come to the fellowship breakfast, you are welcome to come. We're going to have a big celebration that next week. It's an off week. It's not a week that we would normally hold it, but we're going to have it next week. I don't know what the menu is, but we're getting ready for that. And so that is Wednesday, November 20th at 8 a.m. in the fellowship hall. All are welcome. It is completely free. That will be followed by an all-volunteer meeting of the Treasure Trove sale personnel. It's going to be Wednesday, November 20th at 9 a.m. in the sanctuary, and that is a wrap-up, and we're going to give thanks for everything that took place, and we encourage you to come and be a part of that as well if you are a part of the Treasure Trove crew. Turkey Roundup ends this Sunday. I want to commend you. You've all done really, really well. We have one of our largest collections that we've had. It's just coming into us and going out to Parkway Food Ministry so that they can provide Thanksgiving dinner to those in need. We're going to cut that check on Monday and have it ready and available for them late Monday or early Tuesday. Operation Christmas Child, that deadline is this Sunday, so you need to bring the box in. We will pray over those this Sunday, and then we'll be loading those up on Monday the 18th in order to turn them into the distribution center. Lifeline Ministry will be meeting Thursday, November 21st in the Education Building. You need to register for an appointment online for that ministry. And so we'll make that available for you to utilize as well. The flower chart is posted. It's a new flower chart. We made it in-house, so it will look a little different, although Madison did a great job getting that ready. And as I said on Sunday, I asked her, why didn't we get the regular ones? Well, she said, they're $8 for the regular ones. Okay, so that's $16, because we always get two, one for each side. And she said, but it was $20 to have it shipped. And so we produced one in-house for a lot less money, and it's up on the wall. Hopefully you'll be able to utilize that. Please write legibly so that Madison can know who is purchasing the flowers and for whom, whether it is in memory or in honor of someone, and we'll be able to do that. But the 2025 flower chart is posted in the narthex. All right, now I'm going to give you a preview of something that's going to happen this Sunday, and so I have a slide here, and Catherine is running the board, and she's going to show that right now, and it is record your attendance for today's worship service, and it says scan me. And Madison's going to tell you how this is going to work. I understand what a QR code is for up to a certain extent, but Madison, I'm going to turn it over to you right now, and you can talk about how this is going to work.
Okay. Thank you, Pastor Ron. Yes, so we are going to be starting a new way to take individual attendance. I know I'm very excited about that. I'm sure there's plenty of congregation folks who are excited about it because they want us to know in the office that they're coming every Sunday, and we certainly want to be able to keep track of that. And that's not something we've been able to do since, I believe, pre-pandemic. So I know I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. The QR code, it seems complicated, I promise. It is not something to be scared of. It's very, very easy. If you are an individual that has a smartphone, either an iPhone or an Android, any kind of smartphone will do. When you come on Sunday, either when you stop at the narthex table or if you pick up a bulletin, in the bulletin now, there is a space that has this same announcement that will be on the screens that has the QR code. And all you need to do is open up your camera on any smartphone that you have and hold your camera up to that QR code, and it will bring up a link to a very, very short form for you to fill out on your phone to record your individual attendance. And all it is for you to put your name, that day's date, and to check what service you're attending, and you submit it. And that's it. It will take most folks probably less than 2 minutes. It's very painless. And that will get sent to us, particularly me, in the office to keep track of. And this will be really convenient for folks, not only those that are here in person, but also those that are watching online. So if you are sick or you're homebound and you religiously watch online but you just can't be here in person, you can also log your attendance that way. So we know that you're still involved in our church even if you're not here, particularly in person. So I hope this is something that everybody will get to utilize. It's completely optional, but we definitely encourage everyone to take part of that. If you do not have a smartphone and you want to still log your individual attendance, you can also visit our church's website. That's stjohnsebring.org. And right on the homepage of our website, there it will say Worship with Us. You click that, and there will be a space on that page that says Log Your Attendance, and it will bring you to the same exact form that you would get on your phone with the QR code.
All right, thank you, Madison. And what's really cool about this, by doing this, there's some things that are helpful. When I first arrived here, 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago, we had the little pads, and I know some of you want to know when the little pads are coming back. What you don't understand is, and what many folks don't understand is, while the pads were helpful for people to look through, sometimes it was hard to read people's names, and someone had to take those and collect them all up and then log them in. And we had volunteers who in some cases took 2 days to do that, 8 hours each day. What is unique about this with the scan and the thing, it will go to a form, as she said, but then she will get it in an Excel spreadsheet so that Madison doesn't even have to really do anything with it except check it and see it, and then she will save it for that day, and it'll constantly build. And what will also be helpful for us is if we don't see you for a while, we'll be able to kind of see that and maybe be able to reach out and find out if everything is okay with you and all of those kinds of things. We also have some other things happening. After the first of the year, sometime early in the first part of the first quarter of next year, we're going to have an app, a St. John app. And I mentioned this at one of our meetings with one of our groups, and there were folks who got excited about that. Where we're trying to work with that. It doesn't have quite an attendance registration thing. I don't know if we can put another button in that would take them to that link. Maybe we could do that. But on that, you'll be able to see the rest of the congregation. You'll be able to upload your own picture so that we can see it. And I know some of you want a pictorial directory, and Madison and I have worked for months on trying to find a reasonable place to do that. They just don't exist any longer. The companies that used to do those things have gone out of business or closed down those divisions, and then it's quite expensive to do something else. We've tried to look in even on some local things. It just really isn't out there. But we can do some other things and make this work so that you would have on your smartphone the St. John, and it is personalized for St. John, where you can see the rest of the congregation. You can make a donation through our webpage. You can see the worship service and the daily word on your phone with the app. Some of you are doing it through Facebook. It's going to stream on Facebook, the app, the webpage, and YouTube, and doing all of those kinds of things. And it has some other stuff. You can send us messages as well, so that we would be able to see that. And so all of that will be to kind of make it helpful for you. And the person who got excited about it, by the way, was over 80 years old. And they're just like, well, cool, I use my phone all the time. I use my phone all the time. I have apps as well. Some are, time wasting, but, some are very helpful. And so we just want to be able to reach out and to connect and to do ministry together with each other. All of those are tools that we want to use to further God's kingdom. But I want to really commend Madison in putting this together. I said we need to come up with a way that is cost efficient. This costs us how much, Madison?
Nothing.
Nothing. So no cost, and it's not even going to take a huge amount of your time, whereas before it would have taken a bulk of your time.
Yes.
And so we're hopeful for this to work well. So we're going to have a scan thing out in the narthex that you can scan. That'll be a permanent QR code. It won't change.
Yes.
You just have to put in the date, or you can scan. We had to change the bulletin a little bit to do that. We're going to see how that works. And as we move along, we may have to change the size of the paper with the thing as more things happen here. I'm in the middle of my 20th year as your pastor. And I'm more excited to be your pastor at year 20 than I was at year 1, because we were getting to know each other, and now we know each other, and now we're trying to do some things that are helpful to build God's kingdom in this community. And so I commend all of the things that are going on. I brag on my staff all the time. I've told you that during the hurricane, my app changed for my messaging. I've changed it back, so it's not quite the same. But I'll get it back if I need to, if we have another storm, and we're looking at all of that stuff too. But I had the opportunity to name that group, and I called it the St. John Rock Stars, because I think all of our staff are rock stars in the best sense of the word. They work hard to serve the Lord and to serve you and to help you to serve the Lord better. So this is the daily word today. It's a little bit different. Please come to Treasure Trove tomorrow and on Saturday. Buy everything up. We want less to have to be packed up on Saturday. If you can come by and help us pack up, that would be great as well. The Habitat trucks will be here around 11:30, quarter to 12. We will pack them and get everything into those trucks and cleared away and set up as much as we can for church for Sunday. This is where I remind you, God loves you. This church loves you, and I love you as your pastor. And we just pray you have a great day today. God bless you. Bye now.
How was that? Good?